Like, you know, it was the reason that I spoke about that, the despair as being the rupture, as being the point of epiphany, is because I suppose I've been taken to the very edge of it. You know, my impulse, I'm not claiming this is objective or absolute. I'm claiming the precisely the opposite. It's entirely subjective, of course. But I went as far as I could go, not only with the hedonism and the Epicureanism, but also with the, oh, look, you've got a family now and a dog and a thatched cottage and you live by the river. And it's also, I've sort of tried all of it. And then somehow lurking in the past, those two serpents that I had adored, my own personal Baal and Moloch, fame and sex, turned. When I was trying to live, even within the purview of the culture, a somewhat truthful and honest life. Hey, this pandemic don't seem right. They're not telling us the truth about the origins of this war. I don't think you can trust these people. What's the relationship between the media and these organisations and da-da-da? And you can't trust, you know, and liberalism itself is a kind of godless ideology. This was when those two serpents turned. Now, I already felt that I was kind of an awakened person. I kind of felt like I was kind of clever. I'd not long but held a festival where rather brilliant people like Vandana Shiva and Wim Hof and Cali Means, you know, sort of brilliant people had come, turned up, and I had marched about the grounds holding a staff, chanting Ragnarok with a bunch of pagans down there by some river, the river, in fact, that serves as a border between Wales, the Celtic wilds, and England, the stable centre. And not long after that, everything fell apart and I was exposed to so much sin. And sin, I think, here's a good near acronym, in self, the stands for self, the sibilant serpent self, in self. Now, because my background is in addiction and chemical dependency and behavioral dependency, I can see that what you do is, as well as that sort of mosaic that we keep referencing to of a kind of black mass of transubstantiation, placing desire where the center should be, no wonder it cannot hold. That whilst as a kind of a cardinal of that dark worship, while considering myself to be awakened, of course, because, you know, you have to normalize these things, you have to deify these. No one's going around macabrely claiming, I am evil. Everyone thinks they're doing the right thing. It's either banal, it's either the banality of evil or the celebration of the evil, or the invisibility of evil, because it's so immersive and absolute and so far-reaching. So with my identity fell apart. My identity fell apart peculiarly at the exact same, because it's like Russell, you know, Russell Brand is not a famous womanizer. Russell Brand is a famous rapist. That's what Russell, what? Look at him standing on stage making these jokes. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Being able to direct people's will is not the same as overcoming their will or ignoring their will or coercing them. Is precisely the opposite. Having the ability to direct people's will or charm or seduce or enchant, these are all sort of shamanic, magical kind of qualities that, yes, I now see where they lead. Thank you for the lesson, Lord. I now see where they lead.